It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Clap sank. Second clap sank. Don't know, that's you're supposed to do a second one. So, I am part of a gallery, a metaspace gallery called Abstracted. It's also going to be a magazine publication. But since it's one of those things that kind of disappears in a way after a certain amount of time, I thought I would take a look at the website with you guys, see what's on there, look at the other artists. You know, in the same way I looked at the Circular Art Space gallery. Also, this camera's in a precarious position. I'll show you a photo of what it looks like. But yeah, not the best. So, I recognize Lucy Fennell's work instantly. She was in the Circular Art Space gallery. And also, sorry if I sound garbage, I'm quite ill. So, got all these people, and these are all links as well you can click on. Abstracted runs from the 21st of November 2024 to the 31st of December 2024. It showcases abstract work from artists in the show with great variety of creative concepts and ideas. I think this work is quite interesting, especially regarding like chance and what I'm doing. So it might be worth talking to this artist if we can. Lucy Fennell, she, they, is a person claiming to be an artist. Yes. Falmouth University. Lucy Fennell is a person claiming to be an artist, although they don't have much to go by in terms of artist career. Currently in her third and final year of battling for a fine art degree at Falmouth University. Her impressive body of work, according to her parents, traverses the themes of surrealism, postmodernism, feminism, performance art, body art, and whatever else comes up on their For You page that remotely piques her interest. I love the whole, like, having to write about yourself in the third person. Like, often for these galleries, they kind of just, like, copy and paste what you give them. You know, I imagine for some, like, more expensive or, like, more established publications, they would kind of like, ooh, we're going to do some research and do a little write-up. But, yeah, often I have to write about myself, and it'll be frustrating, because, like, mine will be in first person, and then everyone else's work is in, like, third person. So it's like trying to, like, know what the tone of the magazine is before you submit and stuff. Pomegranate and beetroot. I employ a range of materials in my work that are considered unconventional. The natural dyes that are elicited were perfect for conveying my message of menstruation and reclaiming my femininity. So, I'm going to open up their links as well and do a bit of a deep dive. My vulva. What conversations or reactions are you hoping to inspire from My Vulva 2024? This work was directly inspired by Shigeko Kabuto's vagina painting. What I truly want for people to consider is the whole phallus as paintbrush concept. Why can't women paint with their vulvas? Guys, the next film I make is going to be completely directed by my dick. Much like a big chunk of my life. Lucy Fennell. The idea of using, like, your meat as, like, you know, like, you use, like, a sponge to dab things. Using, like, the human texture as that is quite interesting. Next we have Jason Engelbart. My artistic inspirations always come from a variety of sources. Currently it's the works of old masters, especially from Baroque art epoch. Okay. Jason Engelbart art. Every work of art has its own sacredness because it mirrors the soul of the artist. Okay. Based in Hamburg, Germany. Digital neo-paintings. Wakarimashita. I focus on creating works with a strong emotional impact and a positive aura. I don't know why, but this is giving me a kind of like AI energy. And that's not meant to be an insult. It's just kind of like if you're creating that look without using the software. It's interesting. It almost looks like they had the original painting and they kind of used like an effect brush on top of it to try and like pull it around. Digital neo painting. Is neo painting just painting? Because neo is like new. What aspects of Baroque period and art do you find the most inspiring, and how do you bring these elements into your work? I'm inspired by the opulence of these works. Okay. Bryn Richards, who was also in the art space. Bryn Richard artist. Buying some books. Going to galleries. Good shit. Bryn Richards is a semi-abstract painter and sculptor where he currently lives in the Great of Manchester. Studied at the University of Bolton, graduate MA in Fine Art in 2019. His practice focused on narrative of change through decay and rebirth, where he explores the process of change through experiments, material processes, fragment, state images. I don't know how he does that through this. Maybe he kinda... I don't know. Through the uses photography and digital collage processes, I've collected unique abstract forms from my studies of the urban environment. They give anything from cracks in the wall to a new built steel structure or peeling posters. So decollage. Inspiration can come from anywhere, so I don't know where it will spring up. Very similar to my work in that capacity. It would be interesting to see their process of how they're doing things. Like seeing the creation process. Luke Stone. I'm a Liverpool-based artist who specializes in breaking traditional elements of painting. Francisco Goya was a huge inspiration for me, which is, I believe, Goya is the person that made like those creepy paintings in his house. Yeah. It's cool shit. I'm a mixed media artist who experiments in painting, sculpture, and drawing. Constantly trying to challenge myself. Unwanted found objects, especially old pieces of wood, and then I create canvases of sculpture from scratching and compassing around the piece and painting the scenery. 3D canvas. That is quite cool. Oh, I really like this. It's the type of thing where it's like keeping this in your house would be such a pain. Like you'd want to like donate them off to different institutions, kind of be like, you hold this one, you hold this one, you hold this one. And also like making sure this like doesn't fall apart like in transport. Like this is not going to fit in a frame. So it is interesting. So we have Luke Stone's Instagram. And it's some cool shit. I really like the texture, and I really like this, like how it's like away from the wall. That is cool. No, this is all very cool. Look at this dude. This one's getting kicked in the head. Okay. Follow. We've got their website as well. Blog. April 14th, Breaking Tradition. That is interesting. I wish there were more blog posts. As a fellow blogger, I'm always happy when people have a lot of written stuff to look into, because I find the process more interesting than the final result. So being able to look at stuff and be like, oh yes, your thought process on this, and this led to this, and that's cool. Victoria Smith. Victoria Smith is a photographic artist born in East Yorkshire, 1999, 2 years my junior. Based in Hull after graduating from Manchester School of Art. There's ongoing references within her work regarding photographs' ontology and the roles a medium takes within our world. Very cool. It looks like photos of the Plymouth Blitz. It's giving off this type of energy. Dude, she's got drip going. She's got like a don't fuck with me pose. Happy Friday, people. Our new beanie collection will be available to purchase on our website. He doesn't look too happy to be in his beanie. Kate Sully. My large-scale abstract painting journey began at 8-week art residency in Fremantle Art Centre, Western Australia from January to March 2020. I took some digital images of the brain as well as other abstract images I found interesting. Huh. It's very cool how some of them like come off the piece, like on the bottom here and here. What do you see? On the left, I see like a little fish going towards a snail. It's very drippy. This one I see like birds. Like that's like a bird there with its little beak and its little three thingies, little antenna shit, as birds have. And this one's like a flamingo. Teeth. This guy's pogging on the bottom. This looks like you're looking up at the sky from the inside of a psychedelic cave. My work is abstract in many ways. I think that is fair. Kate Sully, artist. These look so pretty. Right? Like, aren't these beautiful? And it contrasts as well against like a white backdrop with like a brown wall. Like, it really does pop. They're massive too. That is so fucking cool. Dude, the jacket combination with the invisible shirt is going good too. It's cool that like her jacket. Sorry, this is weird. Her jacket matches like the dark spaces of her works. So it makes him kind of like pop more. The idea of like dressing into the background to allow like the colors to pop is quite cool. You say that your residency inspired a new language within your practice. How do you describe this language? I've always been a mixed media artist, and residency gave me freedom and confidence to challenge my practice and see things differently. It's almost like the work was waiting to happen but needed the space as I literally walked in to that empty white studio and began experimenting. And I love it. Anne Kopka. Anne Kopka's art practice encompasses painting, 2D and 3D, mixed media digital art, and installation. She exhibited her work in art galleries, art centres, museums, hospitals, churches, libraries, visual galleries, and non-conventional spaces in London, UK, Canada, Denmark, Greece. Oh my god. Engels Diptych. I can't hear the word diptych without thinking of Marilyn Diptych and other Andy Warhol type things. Angela O'Connell. Angela is an emerging contemporary artist based in northern London. In 2023, she graduated from Art Academy in London. Angela's work is significantly textured through multiple layers of sand, ash, acrylic, and oil. And she layered inside the center of the flowers using deer fruit, which she sourced from Finland. Abstract flowers. Huh. I find it very interesting when someone just submits a singular artwork. Is it because they have one artwork? Because like money-wise, it sometimes like doesn't feel like it makes sense to submit one piece of art because of the cost of submission. So it is interesting to see. Angela O'Connell. Huh. This is freaking me out. A Gucci look. Dude, look at this bear. Duality Teddy. That gets a like from me. This is a killer. I agree. This is a killer. Kate Sully, artist, started following you. Hell yeah, Kate Sully. We got that live Kate Sully reaction. Ulrike Behrendt. Ulrike's practice is not limited to one medium, but stretches into wide processes of 2D, 3D, and moving images. Her former career as a scientist influences her attention to detail and her search for connection between us and our surroundings. Okay. Oh my god, look, it's me. Trying to make art a more central point in my life. That's interesting. I feel like I have seen this before. Pumpkin. And her art is pretty cool looking. I like the montage of just using bits and pieces of paper. It's cool in terms of like chance art. Like, you know, what paper you use, where it comes from, what bits are on there. It's very cool. Interview with Ulrike. Growing up in Berlin during socialist dictatorship gave you a sense of power of words. How do you see this experience portrayed and reflected within your practice today? Almost all my paintings include layers of text of English or German. Deliberately illegible. Very interesting. In your work, you combine the accidental with the intentional. Could you explain your process for achieving this and what does it add to the work? My paintings develop an interchange of random applications of color or text without focusing on an outcome or carefully selecting areas to keep. The process is repeated until the composition involves bold shapes visible from afar and minute details that invite closer inspection. Cool chance example. How do you hope the viewers will engage or interpret your artwork? Hope that painting will draw the viewer in and inviting enough to allow them to spend time with them, find their own interpretation, maybe brighten up their day a bit. You know what? That is some good shit. Follow. Brandon J. Barnard. Let's look at these cool links, shall we? Oh my god, what a cool Instagram this is. Look at this beautiful fellow. He's having the time of his life. Look at him. So, so humble. Look at me over here. Whoa, I'm on a monitor. I'm doing my PhD in Johnston filmmaking at the University of Plymouth. I was born in South Africa but moved to Plymouth in 2017 where I became a naturalized citizen. I absolutely love the city. Okay. Most of my work uses chance as a way to learn and be creative, often leading to events I would never have expected. A big part of what I do is making sure I surrender myself to results that didn't come about from chance, whether it be via prompts, elements I cannot control, collaborative ventures. Do these play in here? They do. And now the jump scare. Oh my god. Click on my nose. Boop. Okay. Now look how fucking massive this interview is. I'm not gonna read over it. It's less interesting. It's my stuff. You can find it somewhere on the internet. But here it is. Christopher Matthews. Practice is deeply embedded in performing, from a classical ballet and early modern dance training, as well as jazz. Utilizing his performance in constructed histories, craft is not only a tool but something to be investigated. 20 plus years of embodied history as a performer, how identity has played out relation-specific roles, themes, criticism, gender, body image, working conditions, intersections of the classical, contemporary icons of versus self, pop culture, and dance history. Has experience of performing in reality wait. Has experience of performing in reality television. That's cool. It's cool little dancing dudes. Did he win anything on your lotto? No, we need to know what you mean by you were on reality television. Christopher, tell us what you mean. I like the kinky stinky shibari stuff. That's cool. My Body's an Exhibition. That is a fucking banger title. Hell to the yeah. You can see this dude's penis. Karl Pont, multi-award-winning artist and distinguished by a wide variety of techniques. The artistic range spans from painting, drawing, sculptures, installation, photography to performance. The artworks displayed are representations of sensations mixed with feelings and impressions. Tunnel. Streets. Potentially a walnut that's really close. This is cool. Shengyi Yao. I already spoke about their stuff in art space, art circle, art space, circle gallery thing. I think they're very cool in terms of their work. I really like. Did they not submit it to this one? Oh, it's Love. I really like Love. Love is some good stuff. This is good shit. But obviously, me as a video dude is gonna appreciate the video stuff. Dude, you dropped your orange. Dude, you're dropping your oranges all over the ceiling. What the fuck are you even doing? They're apples. I like that you got a pillow in the bath. That's kind of dope. My work explores abstract through the use of colors and shapes that aren't directly representing reality. My paintings often use abstract colors and forms, completing half the image by hand before digitally processed to create a mirrored, symmetrical composition. Huh. Dude, she has an interview. Okay, let's give this a look. How do installations, video paintings help serve your purpose of exploring these themes, traumatic experiences, and paranormal experiences? Do you find these certain media suited to specific aspects of trauma or the paranormal? I let the theme guide my choice of medium. Installation art is an unavoidable experience that draws the viewer into a space of the work, confronting them with solitude and fear as is entering an emotional forbidden zone. The weight and physical presence of the space allows trauma to be intensely felt, awakening a sense of vulnerability and helplessness deep within. Video, meanwhile, moves between time and space, using narrative to blur the line between reality and illusion. That first part's interesting. The idea that like an installation is a space and you've kind of like entered domain in a way. Like it's a force to engage with something. That is interesting. That's pretty. That's a dragonfly. Dr. Ian Clegg. Our eyes see in circles, but our brain chooses not only to invert images, but to concentrate on a small portion of the eye's viewing circles. To go about our daily lives using the edge of the circles, upper peripheral vision as an aid rather than a focus point. But here is the rub. The rest of the circle's still there if we need it, unlike framed presented images, begging the question, why do we constrict ourselves to straight edges? Packing, potentially. You have a very clean website. And you've been posting work for a long time. I really like these circles. This one's cool, this one's cool. What reactions do you hope viewers gain when they encounter artwork that challenges the straight-edged perceptions? A hopeful response is critical acknowledgement that our perceptions are inherently limited, revealing only a partial view of our surroundings. This awareness invites us to interrogate what may be omitted from our visual fields, whether such omissions are intentional or inadvertent. Nika Genesis. Genesis, if that's your real last name, is fucking cool. Nika Genesis is a mixed media artist that daringly explores the intense of human experience and emotion through an esoteric and conceptual perspective. Work involves elements of ceramic, sculpture, textile, woodworking, and found objects coming together in medium-scale installations. The style is industrial, combining rust, metal, plaster with a delicate approach. I love your work. This stuff is so cool. Follow. I really like your work. I like this as well. Ugly? The fuck? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Maha Alkhattab. Liverpool-based artist, deep passion creating art. There's a bird there. That do be a bird over there. This type of design, where it's like the same image copied multiple times, gives me like such bad vibes. I don't mean to be mean, it just kind of feels like, I don't even know how to explain it, like a Facebook core. Are there any specific women or experiences in your life that inspire female empowerment in your practice? My work with Four Wing Liverpool organizations supporting women from diverse backgrounds has profoundly shaped my view of female empowerment. Through this role, I've met women from all walks of life, each embodying beauty, strength, and resistance. Their stories of survival and determination of the world that hasn't been kind to them is deeply inspiring. To me, every woman symbolizes not only beauty and resilience, but alas, life itself. Gerda Abramoviene. Abramoviene. Gerda Abramoviene. Abramoviene. I Googled pronounce Abramoviene, and the Metaspace gallery is like the third thing that comes up. Textile artist, designer, and maker, I am driven by profound passion for vintage textiles and steadfast commitment to sustainability. Fascinating with vintage fabrics, rich histories, and intricate details. Your work is very cute. Yeah, they're just really cool. I can imagine these like hanging up in a home or an office quite easily. Yeah, they're very pretty. I am Gerda, a textile designer and maker currently competing with my BA in textiles. Good on you, Gerda. Good on you. You, for a BA, are doing some fantastic work. Like, for sure. Oh, the shirts are cool as well. Miriam Habibi. What are these links? Welsh artist, Miriam Habibi. Miriam Habibi. Welsh-based artist from BAME, South Asian heritage. After decades of spending time being a parent and working full-time, in her later years, she is returning to her roots and passion in artistic expressions. This is cool. Very textury, very 3D. Having practiced Japanese Buddhism for over 2 decades, Miriam has found resonance with the Saori loom. Well, you were playing video games, I was perfecting the Saori loom. What brought you back to art after dedicating many years to parenting and full-time work? Nestled in the breathtaking landscapes of Wales, where rolling hills meet the rugged coastline, artist Miriam embarked on a profound journey of self-discovery that would transform her life from the challenges of motherhood to the vibrant world of arts. In a world! Pete Thornton-Smith. In 2024, I became aware of the huge potential of acrylics. This is cool. If you want upscale honeycomb, it's 90 quid on their website. It's a cool piece. You could buy it and send it to me too. I would not complain. Kun Fang. Kun Fang is an artist from Belgium. Antwerpen. They call it Antwerpen in Antwerp. Antwerpen, Dutch. It's so annoying that Dutch is not Deutsch. Deutsch is not Dutch. The world's up and down. Anvers in French. What the fuck is the French's problem? I like your work. Dude, there's a fucking, like, bird off scavenging. Gonna get this baby. Maha, help! The children! Dude, you fucking gotta get there. That bird's gonna get that baby. Is this Reddit? Welcome.world. Kumfang.com.be. Dude, putting your, like, website, like, in your paintings, good shit. I want to do something where, like, there's a bunch of QR codes in my work that links to, like, a bunch of different articles and shit. It has, like, a similar energy to this. Oh, that's cool. Recent work. China experience. Dude, that's cool. I really like this. My face went. Just gluing this fucking thing to it. Oh, that's funny. Look at the energy of this one. That's a dude. I like your work, Kun. Follow. Oh, this one's cool as well. Panda hand. Panda. Anime abstract art goes hard. That's awesome. Intuition and spontaneity are the heartbeat of my practice. I believe that art at its core should be irrational, sensitive, and alive. It should evoke mystery and leave the viewer speechless. I step away from preconceived notions of rigid plans when I create, allowing my instincts to guide me. Katherine McColgan. Katherine McColgan is an artist from London, currently based in Liverpool. Her work is predominantly 2D and investigates a hidden world of biological surroundings. Okay. These look like lino cuts, screen prints. Oh, you're in house arrest. Okay. Let's see, where are you? Hey, it's you again. We'll get to you. It's really interesting. I wonder how they're transferring this to this. This is the lino cut. Are they projecting this onto this? Or are they doing it by eye? Like, what is their process? How are you doing? I like this. That's very interesting. Yeah, knock that fucking milk over. Hell yeah. Dude, I like the fly. Fly's continued. What do you mean continued? Oh, there's more. Russell Ashcroft. Okay, so like a collage type work. Interesting. A3, A2, A1. I like how to the chase it is. These pieces use discarded elements, interesting paint effects, as well as photograph and collage to form new pieces. Okay. Fair. You don't need more than that. Terox. I use spray paint, cardboard, wood forgotten, forage items to create my pieces. They're part of a wider collection called the Garden Graph, which has taken me 2 years to complete. This is a great pose. I mean, good on them. They're getting shit done. Dude. How to the, I think this is like a common outfit in the finals, right? That's like full of the finals aesthetic. Hoping so small that like all the spray paint and stuff doesn't fuck your lungs up. Robin Johnston. I'm a photographer, sometimes a videographer working in Glasgow, Scotland. Previously did street photography. That's cool. Oh my god, you look so angry. Very texture-y work. Very, very texture-y work. Brittle. My bin in the bathroom, like our sanitary bin, is currently like rusted and falling apart, so if you need something to take a photo of, just let me know. Claire Manners Wood. I'm an Australian artist based in the UK, creating abstract textile sculptures. These are quite cool. Japanese garden spring, Japanese garden triptych, Japanese garden autumn winter. It's very cool work. Join my mailing list. It's very interesting. I wonder how you get into making something like this. Like, what do you try? What is the starting point? Like, do you do it once and you're like, oh yeah, this is my shit? Like, or do you see something like, I just wonder how does this medium come about? They're very cool. And they definitely come across as like unique art pieces. Yeah, that's interesting. My submission is a study of grief each year around the anniversary of my mother's death, starting the first anniversary. I've made an abstract sculpture to help process my grief. This triptych of 3 sculptures, Japanese garden, represent the dark, tight, and closed first year, the light of spring blossoms of hope, and then finally the calm and more open, newer growth and development. It'd be nice if I could learn to read. All the Japanese cotton fabrics belonged to my mother, and many were used to quilt she made for me many years ago. The padded Japanese ribbon going up the stem was also used for my quilt. That's cool. That is very cool to be able to use something meaningful to you to be part of the creation. And also it's kind of like your mom is with you in your creation. Like that's very interesting. It's pretty to see all the different kimonos hanging as well. I wonder if the shapes mean anything. Like this one kind of looks like a hiragana character. It almost feels like like this is a biblically accurate angel type of thing. Like this is the human soul as it actually looks like. Also has like connotations of like the red string connecting us all, but you are the red string. And now we're on the final one, Cameron Lings, which is linked quite a bit to my current stuff. I'm making something with dice at the moment, so. Cameron Lings is a contemporary artist and sculptor in northeast United Kingdom. Through his exclusive artistic practice, aspects of film data and statistics are combined within the context of singular formation in order to realize a piece of art that, despite its very early abstraction, remains both accurate and functionally readable. Here are questions and challenges perceptions of environment, space, and traditional data sets. Cameron's belief being that where we can record data, a form of art can and does exist within it. And yes, I change between data and data. I use both. 100 rolls of transparent dice of color. 2024. Interesting. Award-winning contemporary artist. I need to win an award so I can just call myself award-winning at like any stage. I'm an award-winning artist. Your work with dice is particularly interesting to me. I like this one. Also, interesting way to present it. Just one of those ring lights. Make the light from below, like highlight different aspects of the piece. That's cool. This one looks like a lizard. Right? It's a lizard. Is his tail? Yeah, that's the abstracted gallery. I'll link it down below. And I'll also link a archived version of the site in case it goes down for whatever reason that way. Kind of future-proofing it a bit. And this video is also future-proofing it a bit. So yeah! I hope you guys have a great day out there. Peace.